This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Well, how are we going to unravel this one? Meek Mill. Well, here we go. So he already has a song going at Tekashi. He previewed it in his Rolls Royce, as he does. He previews his songs. Listen, I like Meek Mill as a rapper, but he is horrible off the court, okay? When he's out the booth, it's just... Listen, Drake dissed him in 2015. He took a month to respond. Then you had Quilly diss him last year. I don't even know if he did respond. Or if he did respond, it took forever. So long that you didn't even care anymore. But with Tekashi, an easy response does it within an hour. I mean, he must have gone to the studio right when he woke up this morning. Yeah, it was within a few hours, and he's ready. Got a little diss song going towards Tekashi. And he knows I'm not even gonna play it. It's not even worth playing. You can't hear what he's talking about. He's talking about rap this, that, you fooled whatever. All right, so he's quick to go at Tekashi, which is the whole thing with him and Tekashi was corny anyways, because if he's really a rat, which he is, we know he is. If you don't respect him, why even give him the attention? Yeah, he waited for you outside of the club. It was set up. Dude, if somebody wanted to get you and they're waiting outside of the club, you could have lost your whole life. Let's be honest. He got the drop on you. And you know what? You engaged with him, which was looked ridiculous because he's not even taken seriously anymore. And you're engaging with somebody that nobody takes serious. Nobody takes Tekashi serious. So he won by default. The only people Meek Mill's chased down is people that aren't from streets. So anyways, it doesn't take away anything from Meek Mill's rapping, okay? I still love his albums, right? So then the whole Wack 100 thing comes in. We already played that. I don't need to replay it. He's saying all the same stuff. If you're so tough on your records, do something about it there. Or if you're concerned about the police, don't engage with it and don't acknowledge it and stop talking about it. Stop pressing people like academics. Stop pressing Tekashi. Stop talking about this stuff. And move on with things that matter. Right? He's right. Wack 100's right. And, Wack 100 weighing in on it. We know he's just doing it for the algorithm. It's something to weigh in on. Cool. I'm not saying Wack 100 is the realest person in the world. But what he was saying made sense. So Meek Mill tries to respond to that. He plays this clip. Maybe I'll play it. I mean, I'm not going to play it because it's a private conversation that he got from somebody else. All he's talking about on that call with somebody is that he was on the bus. These guys are doing what they want to do. I guess Wack 100 had his wife with him. So he made the right decision and got a rental car and just drove behind the bus. And they did what they needed to do and were separate from anything that was going on the tour. I don't think he was dissing game. But Meek Mill sees that opportunity. Anything he needed at the moment to go against Wack 100, right? So where is it? He puts this up, okay? And I'll read it. So he puts this whole thing up about Wack 100. Because Meek Mill can't take any criticism. And he says, this is Wack 100, talking behind his blood homie, meaning the game, back to me, to him. I don't think it didn't sound like a personal conversation when he's supposed to be smoke. Never believe this old manipulator. He really soft. But Meek, you are too. What are we talking about? Will have to crash to protect himself. It's sad that he's out here trying to mislead the youngins on the net. You run up on me if you want to set an example. You biting your homie back out to the ops while it's on. You was excited from that nip situation. I don't know. how they let you rock in LA. That was weird. I'll give Meek that, but we'll get to Meek on the Nipsey situation in a second. And it's sad that we got to talk about this because he brought this up. I'll bring something up. I'm not defending anybody. I just, look, I didn't like that stuff that Wack 100 was talking about Nipsey. When Nipsey passed, he was doing that whole thing with Blueface and talking about, whoa, Nip this. And he was like, it was disrespectful. Nipsey did a lot in LA, okay? Nipsey was a different kind of person. I knew Nipsey since 2008. I'm not saying I worked with him past 2012. I didn't. We still talked once in a blue moon, but we weren't like as tight as we were. But I knew him from the beginning. So anyways, I think you're a fake bully, blah, blah, blah. I'll meet up with you any day. You pick, I'm a boss. I don't do fades. Oh, he's a boss. Okay, sorry. So go try to find a Meek Mill song with Nip. Please. Go try to find. You won't find one. You won't really find one, okay? Yeah. He brought him to the video with him and Drake in 2018. You know why I respect Drake? Drake gave Nip a song in 2009, right when Drake was getting super hot. 2009. Drake was on super hot. 2008 and 9, Drake was top, right? You knew he was next. And he gave a feature to Nip, right? Everyone knows that song. And, Nip was independent then. Yeah, I worked with him on all the Bullets Ain't Got No Name projects. I did a lot of videos with him. It was a good guy, We parted ways around 2011 and 12 because his brother came home and, they went in a different direction and I was doing a different direction. And it wasn't any bad blood or anything. We just, we did 3 or 4 years of working together. It was fun. People move on, Meek Mill got signed to Rick Ross around 2010 into 11, right? 2011, he dropped his single and everything. So did he ever, it was cool to link up with Nip when he was in LA, but did he ever, do any songs with him to lift him up or anything that came out? No. So, you might have been friends with him. You guys might have talked once in a while. But the real thing is, who's going to reach out and lift him up? I think Rick Ross did a song with him, But not Meek. So you can't talk that stuff. You can't talk about that. Just can't. Yeah. 100 a show, Rick Ross. Gave him a song. Rick Ross lifts a lot of people up. As much as I could say about Rick Ross, we can all say about Rick Ross not being super authentic with everything, right? Because, he was a CEO, whatever, right? It doesn't matter. The thing that I like about Rick Ross, he gives a lot of people a chance. He does. I'll give him that. He gives a lot of up-and-coming rappers a chance. Jumps on a few songs with them. Doesn't charge them. Been doing that since he was, forever. Since he was on. I respect that, man. Whatever. This situation is just... he's reaching. This is a reach. And the whole diss song to Tekashi, it's like, are you guys really plotting together to promote your albums together? Because that's looking spooky, man. That's not... Be Meek Mill. Don't go for sales. Just do your thing. You got plenty of features on your album. You don't need the Tekashi issues, Come on. Anyways, then we got... And that kid Tekashi is crazy, man. I mean, he's willing to just... the things he does, he has no regard for his life. That's the most dangerous kind of person. I mean, he will survive by any means. He's very spooky. I mean, we're all entertained by it, but it's also it's crazy, bro. It is that's the spookiest thing. He has no regard for his life. Who would wait outside for somebody to jump out like that? Even if he did that, going to Chicago and doing the things he did, it's weird, bro. I don't care how much security you have, it's still really weird. Why? I mean, I guess because you're still in your 20s. Like when I was it's weird when you're in your 20s, you just don't care. It's like, but he'll think back on that if he makes it to the 30s, and it's spooky. I don't want to talk about this again. Yeah, again, Nicki Minaj lost her dad. That's so sad. But I want to talk about Kodak Black. So Kodak Black is funny. He's getting right back into the old Kodak Black, man. He's going for JT now from the City Girls. He was singing, love songs to her today on the gram. This guy's he's going for it. Okay, Valentine's Day. Then you had Cyhi The Prnce. This is a story about how Atlanta is right now. Okay, Cyhi was driving home, and apparently some guys decided to try to take his truck from him. He drives a Bentley truck, right? How do you drive a Bentley truck? Well, he works with Kanye. That's how he has a Bentley truck, okay? So anyways, Cyhi says, let me show pictures of the truck, because for some reason this isn't cycling. Look at it. They demolished his truck, right? So he said, today's a day about love in my city, the city of Atlanta. There is no love here anymore. A couple nights ago, there was an attempt on my life. Somebody tried to pull out weapons on me on the highway. I tried everything I could do to lose them, but they were adamant about taking me off this earth. They were letting it go. I gotta talk around it. They were letting it go on me as I was driving, and even after my car flipped. I hit a pole and crashed into a tree. They came back and popped the car up and some more. At this point, I didn't know if it was a mistaken identity, robbery, or something associated with something I did when I was younger, but I haven't been in the streets in over a decade. I just want to know why, if there's anything I can do to fix the issue. I was born and raised in Atlanta, and I have a tremendous love for my city, but it's chaotic out here. I'm trying my best to keep a level head. Atlanta, I think the crime rate's gone up by 50%, 60%. It's just as bad in New York, 60%, right? LA, I'm not sure about, but it is crazy. It's crazy how these cities, they defunded the police, right? So now, as a result of that, we have a lot of crime, and it's going to keep on going. I don't know how they fix the police, because we know there is problems, but what they're doing isn't fixing it in these cities. I'll tell you that much. So, ever since they were doing the things in every city and taking the cities down, over under a year ago, right? What was that? 9 months ago? Crime's been really bad. Just look up everything that's happened at Lenox Mall. Look up everything that's happening in Manhattan. It's crazy. So anyways, he said, protect yourself, stay out the way, be careful, because it could all be over in a split second. I understand there's a lot of issues going on in the city between different crews that's fueled by music. This is why you don't want to be driving around in a Bentley right now in a major city. You're a target. Same with the Rolls Royce, all this other stuff, right? You're all extremely blessed to have careers, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Anyways, it was like an open letter to Atlanta. Glad Cyhi's okay, because that's scary. I mean, look at his truck, bro. His truck is demolished. They were trying to take this boy out. And he stays out the way. He's really under the radar, man. He's really under the radar. He does a lot of working with, Kanye and them, and, does a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, and he does his music. This guy stays out the way, bro. This doesn't even make sense. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I hope you guys have an amazing start to your week. I know that today is President's Day, so a lot of you might be out of work, like, just chilling today. Some of you have to go to work. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird one of those weird holidays where like all the federal jobs take the day off, but some of the people have to go to work. Anyways, hope you have a great start to your week. Stay focused this week. Don't let anybody tell you you're not capable of anything. If you're feeling down, the best way to get out of that is to stay active. You got to read books, work out, get outside, go for a walk or something, get into nature a little bit, learn something new, watch some Joe Rogan podcasts, watch some positive interviews, watch positive things, okay? I promise you the fog will clear. Sometimes it feels like we're in a fog. Nothing's going right for us. But if you stay determined to keep bettering yourself in some way, there's certain things you have control of. Your health, your mind, okay? Those are two main things you have control over, right? Better the things that you have control over. It'll give you a sense of control within yourself to get out of any funk you're in right now, okay? It's very important to stay consistent and get out of the fog, okay? Think about it. If you were lost in a sailboat at sea, what are you going to do? Give up in a fog? Or are you going to, wait it out and just try your best to navigate through it until it lifts? The fog will lift. You just got to keep that positive energy and stay consistent, because if you give up and you stop, you will remain in that fog, and you could even get more lost. You don't want to drown, right? So you got to just, keep treading water, let the fog pass, because it will. And that takes consistency. I appreciate you guys. I'll check you guys in the next one. It's Jordan Tower with JT News. Peace.